1 month after Cyclone Pam, the winds have abated and total calm prevails over the waters. Dolphins appear to swim through the clouds. Rod and David are on their annual visit to Vanuatu, to Mosso and Hideaway Islands, just to see what effect Cyclone Pam has had on the marine ecology. Rod, how many times have you been to Vanuatu?
This was my 4th time.
4 times?
Yes.
Have you enjoyed them all?
Oh, immensely. The islands we've been diving on are quite a number now, so we've enjoyed them all.
How many times have you been to Vanuatu?
Not as many as I'd like.
How did you find the marine life over there on this trip?
Marine life was quite good. The fish were very colourful, have always been. Possibly a little bit less than last year. Last year there was quite a lot of colourful marine life, and it was not as much this time, but it was still there.
Was there much damage to the coral on this trip?
A little bit, a few fan corals missing and a few broken pieces, not too bad.
Rod, the marine life at Mosso and Hideaway Island, was it as good as last time?
Possibly not. Of course, there's still a lot of life and a lot of colour from the marine life as far as the fish, but it seemed to be less this time than it was last year. On the island itself, there's still a lot of life, but it sort of depleted a little bit. On Mosso Island itself, the water was not as clear as last time, and it wasn't as the marine life wasn't as vibrant. It was still there, but a little less than last time.
Pam destroyed this shipwreck, splitting it into 3 parts. And coral is much weaker than steel. How much damage will there be to the fragile coral? So on Mosso and Hideaway Islands, what was the marine life like this time?
Very similar to before, but the water wasn't as clear this time.
When the ship had reached its use-by date, it was cleaned up and dropped here as an enticement for divers to visit, and also for the marine life to grow on. That was not that many years ago. You can see that it's been completely destroyed by not just this cyclone, but also by a previous cyclone. Sea fans and sea whips are soft corals that have leathery skeletons that is covered with polyps and each have 8 tentacles to collect and swallow food particles that float on the current through this narrow passageway. You could dive this very spot day after day after day, and every time you dived right here you would see something new, something you hadn't seen before. It's a surprising wonderland down here. Hard corals like these staghorn type have a stony skeleton fixed to the substrate, with polyps on these structures that allow feeding. These structures are like chalk. It's a wonder that Pam didn't destroy the whole reef. Fish love to hide in and under these formations. Stonefish don't need to hide, as they use camouflage to hide and wait for unsuspecting fish to come along to them. They have a row of syringe-like spines along their back that, if touched, administer poison through these hollow spines. Will these fish be next on the menu? Sea fans, once called gorgonias, come in many colours. Sea anemones are related to corals. Soft corals extrude their structure by pumping water into their stems so as to come out and feed at night. During the day they retract. Colours and formation of these soft corals are amazing. Mushroom corals are solitary, lying on the bottom, fully detached where they feed at night with extended polyps. Feather stars attach to any convenient object where they can trap particles floating on the current. They're related to sea urchins and starfish, and surprisingly, they can swim. Those larger fish are sweetlips. You can just see their white lips that gives them their name. These are masked bannerfish. See the horns just above their eyes? Cloud anemone fish. Well, actually they're orange fin anemone fish. Blue and gold fusiliers schooling over the reef. These are a pair of juvenile scorpionfish. These are related to the lionfish or firefish. This is an adult lionfish or firefish. Coral feeding at night. Here we have a white-spotted pufferfish. Look how carefully he moves around on the bottom. That's an electric clam. Can you see the blue flashes of an electric light inside his mantle? The thorny oyster it's called, but it's actually a clam. This leaf scorpionfish with poisonous mucus on its spines. Now the venom is weaker than that of the lionfish or the stonefish we saw earlier. At 20 to 30 metres deep, Pam has caused little damage to the reef. What about the shallow reefs closer to shore? Well, as you can see, there's little evidence of damage at the surface. Pam has spared the marine life of both Mosso and Highway Islands, though the same can't be said for the shipwrecks that were placed near these islands to attract marine growth and to entertain divers. Will you go to Mosso Island and Hideaway Island again?
And again, and again, and again.
Vanuatu depends on tourism for its economy. If these reefs were damaged to any great extent, the whole economy would collapse. If you like these pictures, come over to Vanuatu and have a look. You will really enjoy something unique.